Welcome everybody for another episode of Fandom Fights Team Editions. We have two great teams here, and of course you're wondering, where the fuck is Caleb? Shouldn't he be doing this? He should, but he has other obligations, real life, and with Kane, God only knows what sex dungeon he's tied up in at. But I'm not alone in this. To keep me honest and to keep everything going right, I have a co-host, and unfortunately, that's Jim Green. How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing awesome. Hope you've gotten reading lessons since the last time we co-hosted together. I doubt it, but it's good as always. Just got home from work and ready to see these two debuting teams that look like they have all the potential in the world to face off in, and see who can land the last knockout blow.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll do a lot better than the Kings of Winter will ever do in their best. But
I mean, I did score 0 points in an entire match, so they don't have a high bar to surpass.
No, they really don't. But that's singles. We're here with teams.
True.
Hopefully they score more than 0 points. I really think they will with these two teams. But before we get into that, let's hear what these guys have to say.
Well, we're finally here in our first team match in Fandom. Alex was nice enough to join me. You, of course, have seen Alex recently. He's quite mad. I'm just here to keep it calm a little bit. And we have a match. It's going to be interesting. Paul and Lucas, I've seen them compete a lot. I know what they can do. I've studied up on them. But really, I'll just throw it over to my teammate. Alex, what do you think is going to happen in this match?
Blood, death, slaughter, mayhem. Our opponents are good, but you've seen what the two of us can do. You've seen Case on Take 3's reactions for Schmodown Geekdom. You've seen me already in the Fandom Fight Singles League, where I should be the #1 contender for the title along with Robert, but that's a whole story for a different day, since the king isn't here, and we'll get to that later. But beside the point, there's a reason why the two of us teamed up, and the two of us have the hype. We bring it. We're the real deal. And tonight, we prove it by moving on to the next round of this tournament.
That's pretty much it. So, let's go.
Look, Lucas, as fun as that cringe fest was from Team Bad Haircuts over here, we're not here to listen to this bullshit. If I wanted to hear an edgy kid talk darkly into a mirror angrily, then I would have watched some My Chemical Romance video from like 10 years ago. Look, we're here to kick their ass. How do you feel about this? I'm not too nervous about these guys.
Let's put it this way. I spent the morning watching NFL preseason highlight videos. So all I can say right now is I think Baker Mayfield looks real good. As for our opponents, yes, the haircuts are horrible and new. So what better to do than beat them? Well,
and it's nice that they watch the same 20 movies over and over again. So maybe they've got a chance because we're in Fandom. But we're still going to kick the shit out of them. And how much more embarrassing is that going to be?
We're going to kick the shit out of them without even trying, which is the ultimate embarrassment that we're going to do to them.
Besides those haircuts, of course. That is real.
Of course, the haircuts.
And the promo.
Yeah. Wow. Both of these guys raring to go, Jim. Bad haircuts and all. If this match is going to be as good as it's hyped with those promos, I think we're in for one hell of a ride here today, Jim.
Indeed, it's going to be a black hole slam. It's going to be a good match, I think. And even though Paul does not have his usual partner in crime here in this league, one has to think that he's still going to be a strong piece of his team. And Alex and Case know those movies that Case has 17 posters up right behind him.
Yeah, that's true. It's really going to see how Paul and his new partner does. We're going to see if it's a good game for him or if it's a black parade. But with that, Jim, would you like to take us into our proper introductions for this team match?
Indeed. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner that I gave to them just because I felt like it. He is the semifinalist of the Fandom tournament, Alex Omega Warden, and his teammate, Kes Cornelisa. And they are Nuclear Option. and their opponents fighting out of the blue corner. And I forgot their team name. Silver Shamrocks.
Silver Shamrocks.
Fantastic. I'll start that part again. You guys don't have your usual team names and nicknames, so I'm thinking of your nicknames and not your team names. Sorry about
You
that.
also forgot mine. The Grand Admiral. It's not that hard.
Yes, yes, that was my bad. Well,
It's even geek related.
yes. Hey, nobody asked you, Paul. Fighting out of the blue corner, it is Paul Oyama and Lucas Schobach. They are the Silver Shamrocks.
Happy.
Fun fact that you just did: you introduced us as the underdogs, them as the favorites, but you introduced it in opposite order.
Sure.
That's a really, really, really nerdy thing.
I don't really know if there's a favorite in this match, to be fair.
There isn't. I just
there
randomly picked colors.
Technically,
because-
blue corner is underdogs. Red corner is favorite.
Sure.
No.
Thanks, Nico. I'll wait for Nico to tell me that in the advent chat, and it'll be fun. Tim, why don't you just go ahead and start reading rules for round 1 so people can stop making fun of me?
Oh, God have mercy on my soul. Why did I decide to do this? We're going into rules. Okay, not my regrets of personal life choices. All right, gentlemen, the rules for round 1 in Team Fandom works as such, just like Fandom's regular. You all get 10 questions. You will answer on your whiteboards. When called upon, you will show your answers as well as verbalize them. Verbalization is the key for the answers. Spelling, as long as you get close, we're good there. You get 10 questions. You get 15 seconds to answer them. Each correct answer is worth 1 point. You are not have points taken away from you for any wrong answers. And for this whole match, you have 3 repeats and 1 challenge. So if you need to use a repeat rule to stall for time, or you actually need to use it to rehear the question, they are there for you. And the challenge, if you want to challenge a ruling, go ahead with that. If you win, you get it back. If you lose it, tough shit. All right. So with that, gentlemen, are there any questions?
Nope.
All right. Let's go into round number 1. Your first question in the realm of Marvel. What Oscar was Logan nominated for at the 2018 Oscars?
Should have been nominated for more, according to Team Action on Action Movie Anatomy, which I was listening to today.
Oh, your Bible, right?
Yes, indeed. It's a great tool to get kind of like background information on the movies, and I love those guys. And the sunglasses. I think they wear sunglasses, don't they?
Yeah, you definitely love them, don't you?
Not on the show.
All right. Let's go with 5, 4, 3, 2. Watch out, guys. Jim's coming for you. 1, hands down. Let's start with the Grand Admiral, since that was never mentioned earlier.
Best adapted screenplay.
That is correct for
That's
1
exactly
point.
correct.
Let's go to Paul.
Deservedly lost to Call Me By Your Name. Best adapted screenplay.
That is
that
correct
is
as
also
well.
correct.
Alex.
Best adapted screenplay.
All right, Lucas, can you make it a clean
I
sweep?
can. Best adapted screenplay.
Nice. Clean sweep on the first question.
These guys know about adapted screenplays. Your second question comes from Case's Wall, and it is Star Wars. Name both of the allies that joined Jin and Cassian's crew on Jeddah.
Nice new desert planet to go with Tatooine.
I would have said your wall there, Tim, but I don't see this movie on the wall, and I'm just gonna assume it's on Case's
To
side.
be fair, it's 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you seen Case's Wall? Jesus fucking Christ, Jim. Of course he has it. He has everything Star Wars. Probably on that wall, there's another wall that probably has Star Trek. There's probably another wall that has Marvel. Jesus Christ.
5, 4,
This is just a
3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we start with Lucas this time.
Bodhi Rook and Saw Gerrera.
No, that is incorrect.
All
We go to Alex.
Well, Case is right. It is technically 3, so I went with Baze Malbus and Bodhi Rook.
Bodhi Rook is correct. That's the thing.
Yeah, he's technically right. They just forgot to add that. Yeah.
Okay.
So Alex does get the point because we
Okay,
didn't
you
forget
will
Bodhi.
accept that answer. Okay, Paul.
Well, I went to 2. I'm sure they're going for Baze Malbus, Chirrut, and Moy.
Yeah, that's
Those
the
were the
2
two
that they
that-
originally had.
That Coho had written down. And Case, we know you got it right, but go ahead and show us.
Yeah, Base Malbus and Chirrut and Wei, played by Zhang Wen and Bodhi. No, crap. No,
Donnie Yen.
Yen.
Donnie Yen. There we go.
I forgot
Oh.
Donnie Yen. How do you forget Donnie Yen in that movie?
Literally the best part of the movie. Don't have me.
He is
I
by
was
far.
blanked on the
Case
fucking-
is one with the Force, and the Force is with him, but give them another question, Tim.
Oh god, that was great. Just K showed off. All right, that's probably what this match is going to be, just back and forth. I'm showing off. But your third question, gentlemen, in MCU, what Hydra villain do the Avengers face at the outset of Avengers: Age of Ultron? Probably not the strongest Avengers movie, Jim.
Oh, it's so fun.
I still like it.
That's really.
I mean, yeah, it's still good and watchable, but I
it's-
think
it's still the third best Avengers movie.
It's the
Avengers
fourth
one.
best Avengers movie after Civil War.
No. Don't
Yeah.
count Civil War.
Civil War doesn't really count,
with 27 different characters, I count it.
but it's mainly focused on 2.
Just 12. Just 12.
All right, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We go back to our reverse order to keep us in check. Grand Admiral, do you have it?
Baron Strucker.
That is correct. Paul?
I put Baron Von Strucker.
Yes. Yes, you are correct as well with the Vaughn in there. Alex, are
I
you?
also put Baron von Strucker.
Good job. And Lucas for another clean sweep.
Baron von Strucker.
These guys are smart.
His real name.
The actor's
In the movie, they simply call him Strucker.
Your next question comes.
In the comic books.
Your next question comes from the Eric Bana list Pixar. Who voices the captain in Wall-E?
You're supposed to keep that behind the scenes, you jackass.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was making a comment related to nothing in particular.
Yeah, sure, you fucking weren't, smartass. Oh,
I literally wrote this question for another match. Oh.
I literally don't remember this character.
5,
I do.
4,
Don't remember the
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Lucas, do you have the character,
I just
the
wrote
guy?
old-fashionable John Ratzenberger.
That is incorrect. Alex.
Jeff Garland.
Jeff Garland is correct. Paul.
Jeff Garland plays Captain McRae.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wait. Is it Garland or Garland?
Garland.
Because I'm pretty sure Alex wrote Garland.
It's Garland.
no, he had Garland.
I saw a D, but okay.
You always
Case.
I didn't have it.
Nothing from Case. No. Yes. Okay. Score check real fast, Tim.
deep tendencies.
Score check that I have is Nuclear Option with 7 points and Shamrocks with 6. So still a 1 point.
Okay, that's what I have. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to double check because I got lost in the lights there for a second. Go ahead.
That's okay, Chance. We all get lost in the lights. All right. In the wonderful world, or I'm sure Jim and other people like him will tell you, but I agree with Jeff Schneider on this. Wizarding World, who fucking cares?
Alex agrees with you.
Who was impersonating
Bathilda Backshot.
Thank you. As Harry and Hermione went to Godric Hollow.
Roderick's Hollow.
Godric's. Thank you, Case.
Whatever.
You're,
These movies are amazing. Shut up.
Can I get a repeat on that?
Yeah, I didn't hear shit.
I'll read it
technical
off.
repeat. That's
I'll read
fine.
it off for you.
Go
Who
ahead,
was
Jim.
impersonating Bathilda Bagshot as Harry and Hermione went to Godric's Hollow?
I'll just take your next category, and that way we'll be back on track.
2 answers to this question. Case is a Harry Potter fan. You would agree you could argue for 2 answers here, right?
You could argue.
There is
that's
a
true.
physical being, and then there is the control. Almost.
Yeah, but they're asking for the physical being, so.
I have the answer.
Five,
If
Exactly.
you want to get nerdy, we can argue.
4, 3,
We have our own Harry
2,
Potter
1.
person here, Jim.
Case, we start with you, the admirable guy.
Nagini.
Indeed, it is Nagini. And we go to Paul.
I went with the classic Rita Skeeter. No.
No.
They do mention her talking to her at some point.
Alex.
They do.
I said Bellatrix Lestrange.
Incorrect. And Lucas.
Nagini the Snake.
Indeed. She was a Horcrux. Horcrux controlled by Voldemort, piece of soul
She's
inside
a
of it.
whore?
Whatever.
Is that what you just said?
Or Crux?
What? Huh? What are we talking about? Your next category comes from scores and soundtracks. Scores and soundtracks. Okay. How many Star Trek films have been composed by Michael Giacchino? However you want to say his last name, you know who I'm talking about. Giacchino, whoever.
Giacchino.
Thank you for noticing that error, Tim.
Yeah, you always want to bust out mine.
I'm
so I
proud
love
of
it.
you, and I am disappointed that Caleb Coho cannot spell star. Straw.
Oh, shut up. Did he? No, he spelled star right. You throw your partner underneath the bus.
It said straw.
You good, Paul?
On mine, it says star.
5,
Come on,
4, 3, 2, 1, and we start with Lucas.
The answer is 3.
It is indeed. Alex.
I said 2. I didn't think he did Beyond.
You did.
Paul.
I didn't think he did Beyond either, but I guessed 3 anyway.
Yes.
Because why not? And Case.
It's 3.
3.
And we're tied.
And we
are
are tied
tied.
indeed. And Tim, give them their next
Yes.
question.
In Disney, since we are now all tied up,
Here comes the Pirates of the Caribbean.
here's the one you will be given
You're not Jeremy.
more time on. In Disney, Disney released 10 animated films in the 1990s. Name 6 of them.
Motherfucker.
This is a ridiculously easy question if you were born at the
Actually,
beginning of the 90s.
Me and Paul were not.
Yeah.
I was, so screw you children.
Yeah, I was born in 86, so yeah, I know all these movies too. Honestly, Jim, the 6th one down is my all-time personal favorite when I first saw it.
1,
There we
2,
go.
3, 4, 5, 6. I will comment on that once we reveal the answers because I don't want to give anything away.
I know, but I
Yeah,
loved
what
that
if
when I
you
first
saw
saw
that?
it. I don't know why. I thought it was so good, but it's Disney. They do great stuff.
Just 6, right?
Yes.
Just 6.
If you want to write all 10 and try for it, go for it.
I could, but I'm nothing.
5, 4,
Yeah, I decided against writing all 10.
3,
Not feeling like a
2,
douche right now.
1.
Show off.
Who does it start with this time, Tim?
Let's start with Lucas.
All right, let's hope this works. Beauty and the Beast, Pocahontas, Lion King, Tarzan, The Little Mermaid, Hercules.
Little Mermaid.
Oh,
No.
The Little Mermaid is incorrect.
That's
No, that's
Oh.
89.
That's
89.
89.
All right,
Alex.
I have The Lion King, Aladdin, Mulan, Hercules, Pocahontas, and The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Indeed
That's
it
all
is,
6.
and that's the movie Tim was referring to, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. That scared the shit out of me when I was a little kid. Now we go to Paul.
I have Aladdin, The Lion King, Hercules, Mulan, Pocahontas, and a Goofy movie.
A Goofy movie is not on the list.
That's
But it
definitely a
was
Disney movie in the 90s.
It is definitely
It's the
Disney.
same, it was
Yeah.
the same year as Pocahontas.
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah.
That is definitely correct.
No, you can double check it, Jim, but he's 100% right.
Yeah.
Would you like to challenge that thing there?
I don't need to challenge. You guys just got it
It's
wrong.
fact.
Yeah,
It's fact.
it is. It's fact, Jim. I'm surprised.
Okay,
I forgot about that
Coho,
myself.
you did not write this down.
Also, if you mark it wrong, Jeremy Adams will burn down your house.
Indeed.
Fun fact: the movie I forgot to write, Hunchback Notre Dame. My parents went to school with a lead.
Oh my god.
I'm not
Well, you
even-
forgot to write 4 movies.
All right.
While Jim is double checking, yeah, he got that point. Paul, as soon as you said the Goofy movie, and I love that one, I completely forgot thinking about that too. But I love that movie.
I've never seen it.
I mean, technically, it's not Walt Disney Animation Studios, but it's a Disney animated release movie.
Yeah, for the way the question is worded, we said Disney released 10 animated films.
And I was just double checking to make sure it was a
Theatrically released, you mean?
Let's be clear. Me getting that close is an accomplishment because I've seen like 8 Disney animated movies.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So
That
Alex
was
got a
You need to
point
watch
there.
more.
Paul got a point there.
And Case is supposed to go.
Guys, and to show that I have The Lion King, Aladdin, Pocahontas, Hercules, Mulan, and Tarzan.
Indeed, that is correct as well. The ones that you guys did not name, I think one of you said Beauty and the Beast,
I did.
Rescuers Down
Yeah.
Under, and Fantasia 2000. were not
No one
named.
else
Oh,
did.
right, that
Beast
one.
has me. Arguably the most famous one.
Your next
Arguably the worst
question comes from the newly named Worlds of DC, and it is a layup. What hero captured Captain Boomerang in Suicide Squad?
Even though I'm thinking
This is
renaming.
not an easy question because no one wants to fucking watch that movie.
This is true.
In a
Except
category.
for the missing Kane McMillan, because it is his favorite Oscar-winning
Fucking
comic
hate
book.
that movie. Worst
One of
movie
the-
of 2016.
One of the few times I'm glad I paid to see this movie.
I didn't.
I did not. Shout out.
I didn't really pay to see this movie. I did see it
watched
twice
it-
in theaters,
I
but I
watched
didn't
it in
really.
November. I was the smart one here.
That is smart.
I was going to say
5,
the smart one was
4,
the studios who weren't Warner Brothers and didn't lose money on this.
Whoever didn't,
We
they did not lose
start
money on this.
with Case this time.
The Flash.
Indeed. Paul?
Barry Allen, aka The Flash.
Indeed. Alex?
The Flash.
The Flash and Lucas, did you not
I
screw this
did.
up?
The Flash, baby. Fuck you,
There you
Suicide
go.
Squad.
There you go.
And
Fuck you, whoever edited
David
Suicide Squad.
Ayer. Fuck David Ayer. Fuck anyone related.
All right, gentlemen,
Will Smith.
your penultimate category.
Alright.
The commissioner's favorite, one of the commissioner's favorites, Star Trek.
Big fan.
Who directed Star Trek the motion picture? Of course, Kane had to ask a question, or Coho, whoever did this, had to ask a question on the worst movie of all time.
So this is you think?
No. This is not the worst Star Trek.
No.
No.
There's
What
the
is
one.
that?
Oh, I will argue that. I will argue that, sir.
Insurrection and Final Frontier.
Final Frontier is the worst. Or her is like doing the weird naked dance out in the
Oh,
dunes.
jeez. Don't remind me.
So fucking
What?
stupid.
Quick question. What question did Case miss?
What
He-
question did Case miss?
I missed the Pixar
Wall-E.
The Pixar.
Oh, yeah.
The Pixar. Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't
he
think
missed
there was any
Pixar.
perfect rounds. I think they've
No,
all missed
no.
one.
Yeah, there was no perfect rounds.
Unfortunately,
Just
was
ask
double
Lucas
checking.
on Disney.
I know, man. It's so annoying.
All right,
It's one of
5,
the last ones I wrote.
4, 3, 2, 1. Walt Disney will haunt your dreams now, Lucas, because you missed that. Pens down. Let's start with Lucas.
The director of the Oscar-winning A Sound of Music, Robert Wise.
Robert Wise is correct. Alex, were you able to get it?
Nope, didn't have it. Said Nicholas Meyer.
Ah.
That's two.
Paul, were you able to get it?
These are a few of my favorite things.
Boom.
When the-
Robert Wise.
And the Grand Admiral.
Yeah, Robert Wise.
All right. Keeping score for himself because he doesn't trust us. Good point.
And your final question comes
I run a league.
from not the worlds, just DC. Just DC. Easy on
Washington, D.C., then, potentially.
I'm cool with that.
Kind of. Once you hear this question, what is the name of Night Owl's ship in The Watchmen?
A very weird movie when I saw it the first time. I was just like, what am I watching? But I got it after future rewatchings.
Rachel Cushing, not a fan of this movie, I don't believe.
I haven't seen it because I
Ooh.
refuse to watch another Zack Snyder movie.
Which
I'm done. Fuck that guy. So
Wow, Lucas, tell us how you really feel.
I had to sit there watch 4 of his movies. I kind of liked one. I'm just like, I'm good at this point.
Zack Snyder is terrible, indeed.
this movie not terrible. Hot take.
I hear
That's
this is
very
legit
horrible.
one of
5,
the most split movies
4,
ever.
3, 2, 1, and Case. Lucas, you're first this time.
No,
indeed.
Lucas was first last time.
Yeah, make me go.
Oh,
last.
my bad. Yeah, Case. I'm sorry, Case. Go.
Geppetto.
Close, very close. Paul.
I think it's Archimedes, right?
Yes, we can accept Archimedes.
Archie.
And Alex.
It is Archimedes.
Yep. And Lucas.
Fuck Zack Snyder.
Fuck Zack Snyder. We will accept it. Point given. Very high scoring round
Wow.
1 there. Both players on both teams working on some perfect rounds and just barely missing them. I have it at 15-15 tied up.
That is correct. We are tied up 15-15 here, folks, going into round number 2. And we'll go over the rules for round number 2 for those of you joining us for the first time, or if you refuse to watch team matches like Case Cornelius. All right, so gentlemen, round number 2 works as such. Each team will have a chance to spin our lovely wheel once we bring it up. They do have an option for a mulligan if they are not happy with their first spin, unless it lands on opponent's or player's choice, then you must take those options. Each category will have 5 questions in them, worth 2 points apiece, though multiple choice is available should you need it, bringing the points down to 1 point for the correct answer. There is stealing in this round, so if you mess up, your opponent can pounce on it. And that's all. Everyone still has their full repeats and their challenges, because Paul is right about a Goofy movie.
And as the slight favorites coming into this, we will give Nuclear Option the chance to spin first or defer to Silver Shamrocks.
All right, Case, Alex,
What do
you
you
have
wanna
the
do,
option to
Alex?
go first or defer.
Leave it to you, Case.
We'll go first.
Going
All right.
first.
We have the lovely wheel, and we will go over the categories of today's match. We have Star Wars, DC, Wizarding World, who cares, Indiana Jones, the greatest of all, Fast and Furious, Worlds of DC, because Warner Brothers thinks that will save them, and Middle Earth, and scores and soundtracks. So
Yes.
with that, your
Gotta be
spin.
thinking that Alex wants Wizarding World here.
I would.
His partner will probably sweep, so it doesn't matter if Alex doesn't want it.
Oh,
Opponent's choice. Oh my!
Yes.
It bites. The spinning first does not work out well.
Lucas,
Okay.
Lucas, you want to give them Fast and Furious or scores and soundtracks? What do you think?
I feel like the problem is that there's a chance that they could run into stuff they know on scores.
Tim, could you scroll down just to give the Lucas and Paul
yes.
so they can see the
Just go with Fast and Furious, right, Lucas?
I'll
Yeah.
your call. Make it.
Yeah. Family, let's go.
All right.
Okay. Fast and Furious is their choice, and just to let both competitors know, just like the in Worldwide and other team leagues, we won't accept an answer until you say final answer. Your first question in Fast and Furious. In Fast and Furious 6, what is the name of the device Shaw is trying to build to knock out power to entire regions?
Well, I'm gonna go take a nap during this round.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you know it?
Nah, I'll know it if I hear it. Let's go multiple choice.
Yeah.
Okay, multiple choice. Is it A, Night Fury, B, Nightcrawler, C, Nightshade, or D, Nightwing?
Nightshade.
Nightshade
Final
is
answer.
correct for
What
1
the fuck
point.
is that multiple
Well done.
choice?
That's
Your second
terrible
question.
multiple choice.
Your second question. What is the name of the criminal that Brian and Roman are after in Too Fast, Too Furious?
Oh god.
Carter Verone, final answer.
Carter Verone is correct for 2
Fucker.
points.
Full House.
What year saw the release of Fast and Furious? That is the 4th movie.
2009, final answer.
Correct.
2009 is correct. Your 4th question and penultimate. Who plays Vince in The Fast and the Furious and Fast 5?
Oh, shit. Choice for this one.
Well, multiple choice.
Is it A, Matt Schulz, B, Michael Irby, C, Tom Barry, or D, Don Omar?
I think it's A. What do you think?
Yeah, let's go for it. A.
Final answer.
A is correct.
Fucker.
Your final question. What car is ZZ trying to steal in Fast 5?
Oh, crap. Do you know? Doesn't. I can't think of the car right now.
Trying to think of it.
You get a countdown here? Get a count.
5, 4.
Let's go multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, a GMC NXT, B, a Ford GT40, C, Ferrari California, or D, Ford Mustang?
I think it's the Ford GT.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
Ford GT, final answer.
That is correct. Blue with the double weight racing stripe, actually.
Yeah.
That opponent's choice, Tim. Oh, it
Hey, I know
it
Fast
might
and Furious a
have
little
come
bit.
back and bit Silver Shamrocks a little bit. Case hitting
Yeah.
two pointers in that and hitting everything else with multiple choice. That a big round for nuclear option.
Oh yeah, it kind of bit him there with Fast and the Furious. We'll have to see how they do with their round 2, which we will find out very shortly when we bring up our friend the wheel once more.
Let's hope they're hoping it's not opponent's choice.
Yes, we will find out.
According to this match,
In
not the
one
worst.
simple click.
Maybe we should score some soundtracks with the right decision, I guess.
Worlds of DC.
Paul?
They get.
I don't hate it, but
Are you
they had a pretty strong round.
Honest question, are you that much more scared of anything else in the wheel?
No, not really. Yeah, let's just.
Let's just do it. It's
DJ,
not a,
spin that
it's not a dominant category, and I'm not really scared of anything.
All right, so are we taking it or throwing it back?
DJ, spin that shit.
DJ, spin that shit indeed.
Feeling a little Mackay Pfeiffer.
If only I could see the wheel.
Scores and soundtracks.
Yeah.
Scores and soundtracks they are stuck with.
All right, let's do it.
All right, gentlemen, I will be issuing your questions in scores and soundtracks.
The other category they were debating giving to nuclear option. Let's see how they do in it.
Exactly. All right, gentlemen, your first question. What song plays as Joker terrorizes the art museum in 1989's Batman?
I wouldn't say he terrorizes it, more like vandalizes it. Am I right?
I would say greatest Batman movie of all time, but you know.
No,
Yeah,
not at
anything?
all.
I feel like I think we gotta go multiple on this.
Yeah, let's do that. Multiple
Yeah.
choice.
All right, your options are A, Party Man, B, The Future, C, The Arms of Orion, or D, Scandalous.
The song I was thinking is not on there. I kind of want to go Scandalous.
I'm gonna defer to you. I don't really have anything.
Let's Scandalous final answer.
That is incorrect.
Party
Case,
man.
Alex. Before I could finish the
Wait,
word.
did you say Party Man?
Yep.
Yes.
Scandalous was the end credit song.
No,
Yes.
That's not what I heard when you read the options. Fuck. God
Yes,
damn it.
they get the steal. Let me finish the question. Damn it. All right,
That's
gentlemen.
brutal.
Your second question: how many
What I
films
got.
based on Marvel Comics have been scored by Danny Elfman?
Films based on Marvel comics.
Do we get extra time for this?
Yes,
Yes.
we'll give you extra time to think about
Okay, I
this.
know one. Based on Marvel comics.
Obviously Spider-Man.
Age of Ultron.
Spider-Man 2.
Does he do Spider-Man 3?
He does Ang Lee's Hulk.
Okay, that's 3. Well, no, 4, because Age of
Yeah,
Ultron.
that'd be. I think that's it. Oh wait, is Men in Black Marvel?
I don't know, honestly.
5,
Do you want to
4,
go multiple choice? Or is this
3.
I'm just gonna go 6. Final answer.
6 is incorrect.
Want to go with
Alex,
5?
Case, a chance to steal.
Just thinking it through. Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Men in Black is
Spider-Man
technically
3.
Marvel. He didn't do Spider-Man 3.
He did
And he
do
did Ang
Spider-Man
Lee's
3.
Hulk.
I
He
know he
did?
did Spider-Man 3.
Okay.
I think it's just 5.
Let's go with 5.
That is incorrect
Oh.
as well.
It's the answer is 7.
It's
and
Hellboy 2.
No,
Or is it- no?
they gave us the
Oh, no, that's-
wrote it down for us. It's the Men in Black trilogy, which is 3, both Spider-Man, Ang Lee's Hulk, and then Age of Ultron.
But he did do
Not-
Spider-Man 3 as well.
Did he not do Hellboy?
Hellboy's not Marvel.
Hellboy. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh.
Hellboy's not
Doesn't matter
Marvel.
anyway. We were wrong.
We're both wrong. Whatever.
All right, gentlemen, your third question.
Fucking annoying to get that close to them.
What band is responsible for the song Bring Me to Life featured in the film Daredevil?
That's Evanescence. Evanescence. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Paul pulling out that 2
Thank you,
points
Paul.
there. Much
I'm
needed.
asking about all the movies.
Well, this is a pretty
All
famous. The only thing I like in the movie.
Wait,
Your fourth question. Who scored Back to the Future Part 3?
Is that still the same guy who did 1? You know? Is that a bad guess?
I wouldn't. Let's take the full time to think about it.
Yeah. I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because obviously Sylvester did the first one.
Right. I feel like this is the kind of one where you might want to risk it and just go Silvestri.
Yeah, let's go Alan Silvestri. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Risking
Much
it
needed
for
2
the
points.
biscuit.
Nice. All right,
Yeah, we just
gentlemen.
got that fucking.
The idea behind that is that
the elfin
basically,
one,
if it's not Silvestri, then it's probably some rando that they got to do the third one. And
He,
it's unlikely to know anything.
fun fact.
All
he
right,
did all
gentlemen,
3. He
gentlemen.
did the trilogy.
Your last question. In what Pixar movie will you hear Beyond the Sea playing in the credits?
Beyond the Sea. Fuck.
So I feel like there's an easy answer here.
There is clearly an easy answer. Those are 2 sea-based movies.
I'm just gonna
You
I'm
wanna
just gonna go for it. I think it's Finding Nemo.
It is.
That is correct for 2 points.
Well done, son.
Okay, real quick. Paul, you got to make sure you say final answer. But
I know that
try
that
not-
wasn't my final answer. That's why
Try not to just give it away when
No,
Paul
but they were
speaks
gonna
out
go
loud.
for it anyway. So.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
This match is full of laughter, fun, and
Man,
tears that are
if
so great.
I just would have remembered the other Men in Blacks. Fuck, that sucks.
Okay. So after that interesting last question there, I have these
We're down
scores
3, I
at
think.
5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 23 for nuclear option and 21 for Silver Shamrocks going into the third
That
round.
is correct. With only 2 points and going into round 3, and the rules for round 3, gentlemen, work as such. Round 3 is a little bit different now that we have 2 extra people here. Thank God none of them are dead weight like Jim and Nico, but we have 4 good people here. So here are the rules for round 2. Shots fired, indeed, Paul. Now, how this works is the teams will hear your first category and decide who will answer that question.
Okay.
After the first category, we go on to the second category, which the person who did not answer the first one will then go. Once we get to the third category, we go back for the same rules for the first category. Someone from each team decides who will answer and who will bet the points. Points in between 0 to 2 points. You can bet for all your questions. Round 5, or the 5th question, should we get to that, is where we do things a little bit differently. Each team gets their own separate question.
In the same category. In the same category. Let you know it's in the same category. So it's not like different categories for different. So you both get the category, and both of you will get. Both teams. Will
we both answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. So it'll be like a comedy. It'll be like comedy, and
then
each one
question
is comedy.
Gets different questions. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
but both of those questions would be from comedy.
And we can confer.
Yes.
The 5th question you can confer.
Yes.
Cool.
All right. So with that, gentlemen, Jim, would you like to give them their first category, and they can decide who's answering and how much they want to bet from 0 to 2 points?
Yeah. So you pick the person, and then they have to make the bet themselves.
Yes.
Your first category is Pixar.
Paul, do you want to do this?
Lucas, I think I should probably take this.
I think you should go. Yeah, go.
Case, you want to take this one?
I'll take it.
Okay, now Paul and Case, put down how many points you want to wager for your team.
Will this backfire, Jim, or will this?
Both of you good? Show what you're betting.
We bet it all, Bob.
2.
I just went for 1.
Just 1. Okay, your question. What is the slogan that Charles Muntz is famous for using, and what led Carl and Ellie to meet in Up?
Good thing I took this.
The only thing about this movie I remember is the old man.
This is part of the most famous 5 minutes at the beginning of a movie that will just destroy your feels.
Unfortunately, the rest of the movie is not worth it.
Nobody's asking you to be a show-off. 5.
That's what I ask him to do every match you play.
3, 2, 1.
Out of here now.
We'll start with Case.
Don't have it.
Does not have it. And
I believe Adventure is out there.
Adventure is indeed out there. That is the correct answer.
Nice.
Good
Taking
man.
that lead, boy.
Wow. We switched right there with Shamrocks taking their lead right there. Getting that 1 point lead.
A 3-point swing. Yes, they now have a 1-point lead. Silver Shamrocks going into the next category, which Tim will give to Alex and Lucas, and we will just need your bets.
All right. Your category, gentlemen, is James Bond.
Okay.
How many points do you want to wager in James Bond?
That worked out well.
A very big field to jump.
So you don't have to go too crazy on this if you don't want.
I'm not. I'm gonna play this safe.
All right. We'll do a countdown. 5,
I think they're good.
4, 3, 2. Show them. Lucas, you're up first.
I bet 1.
All right. And Alex.
I also bet 1.
Okay.
All right. Gentlemen, your question for James Bond is...
You will have extra time.
Yeah. I was going to say that after this, but yes, your question. Name 4 of the 8 films that feature the villain Blofeld.
Okay.
Not to be confused with Schmodown's Blofeld, which Robert Meyer Burnett was definitely the villain on that team.
I like his cat.
Even though they never had a cat, which always confused me with the name. I'm talking about the Schmodown. Sorry, we should be talking about James Bond.
Idris Elba, shout out.
I think
James.
that he would be the one man that would actually get me to watch a James Bond movie.
If he came to your house and told you to do it.
Indeed.
I don't know. I'd like to see
It's
him
the
cast as
accent.
James
It's
Bond.
the accent.
I'd like to see him cast as James Bond, Jim. I don't know.
You just what?
5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
Repeat from Lucas. That was Lucas. Lucas.
All right.
Good use.
Your repeat is name 4 of the 8 films that feature the villain Blofeld.
You got this, Lucas.
Oof, this is tough. I wish this was a director-based question.
Actually,
All right. I think they're both ready, so we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alex, what do you got?
All right. Spectre, Thunderball, Octopussy, and You Only Live Twice.
Octopussy is not on the list.
Okay, so I have Spectre, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, and The Spy Who Loved Me.
Spy Who Loved Me also doesn't have it.
The Spy Who Loved Me. No, you both got Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, and Spectre. The
Diamonds Are
other
Forever.
5 are from Russia with Love,
Diamonds Are Forever.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service, what Case just said, Diamonds Are Forever, For Your Eyes Only, and Never Say Never Again.
I literally crossed out from Russia with Love to write You Only Live Twice. And I love On Her Majesty's Secret Service. That's one of my favorites. I feel like an idiot.
You
All
both
right.
lose.
Don't worry,
one point.
Lucas.
You
Don't
both
take it off,
lose
take it
1
off.
point. So Silver Shamrocks maintains their 1 point lead. And your next category, and you'll have to decide who is going to take it, is Indiana Jones.
I will take
Lucas,
that.
do you want to take
please.
this?
How do you feel about
Lucas,
it?
how do you feel?
It depends on the movie. It really depends on the movie. I've seen 2 of them a lot, and I've seen 2 of them not a lot.
I think. What do you think?
What if I take and just go conservative?
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
there's the danger that 4 is
5,
hotter.
4,
If we're split,
3.
you want to take it?
I'll take it.
Yeah, take
Paul
it.
is going to take it. Paul's going to take it. And Paul and Case, please write down what you were going to wager. Both
We
good?
both have it. Yeah.
Okay,
Ready.
go ahead, Paul.
I was going 1.
1 for Paul and Case.
I'm definitely going 2 on this one.
2 for Case. Potential for a tie game if they both get this correct. And your question is such. Indy goes to Nepal to get the headpiece of what artifact from Marion in Raiders of the Lost Ark?
The best Raiders movie to date.
The best Indiana Jones movie.
No. It's the
Oh, yes.
second best.
Yes.
This is the one I've seen.
Something. The Raiders suck.
I feel that same way about Harry Potter, Jim, so I can't judge it.
5, 4.
Repeat.
From Paul. Your team has 1 remaining. Indy goes to Nepal to get the headpiece of what artifact from Marion in Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Case seems very confident here with his answer. Let's see if that
Indeed
repeat helps
does.
Paul.
I like the movie in this series where Harrison Ford wears a hat.
Yeah, that would be all of them. That'd be all of them, Jim. That's
Oh, okay.
You could have just said Crystal Skull was a shit show.
Might
5,
not go well.
4, 3.
I don't know this shit.
Case.
It's the headpiece of the Staff of Ra.
It is indeed 2 points. And Paul.
I had that written. I just put Ark of the Covenant. Fuck.
Oh.
All right.
And it swings back the other way. Nuclear Option now has the 23-21 lead yet again. And your next category
Which,
for Lucas and Alex, yes, will be the only cinematic universe that actually worked, Marvel's Cinematic Universe.
thanks for stealing the thunder, Jim. Go ahead.
I am sorry I forgot it's your question.
Paul, do I go for it?
I just
Yeah.
got so hyped because this
I feel
will
pretty
more
good.
than likely go down to the last question.
I feel like Jack of all trivia. I'm just here to stream. But shots fired.
Oh, bets, guys, bets.
Yes. Go ahead, Alex. What?
We'll go 1.
Just one
And
from
Lucas.
Alex.
Roll the dice, baby. 2.
2. Tim, go ahead and give him the question because I stole your thunder on the thingy there.
Yes, you did. This is not fucking TV,
Oh,
Jim.
and once again, oh no, wait, it's a 2-point lead, so there is no potential for a
Yes.
tie.
Yes. All right. Your question, gentlemen, in MCU. What DC actress plays Queen Ramonda in Black Panther?
DC.
Should have went for 2.
Just
Yep.
think of the character.
No, I know who it is. Because
It's
she's
okay.
in,
No,
she's in a
no,
movie.
no,
Yeah.
Movie that happens to feature a character somebody is wearing a shirt with the logo on.
Oh,
All right. Let's go with 5 because both of them look ready. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Alex first.
Angela Bassett.
That is correct for 1 point. And Lucas.
Angela Bassett plays Amanda Waller in 2011's Green Lantern.
sure
That's
she does. Why not? Yes, that is correct for 2 points. And we're going into the final category, which and both teams will be able to confer on this, and both teams will get a question from this category. And it is scores and soundtracks, guys. Scores and soundtracks. Both teams. Shit. I don't know how we do this.
Well, Shamrocks are down by 1.
We should go first.
So
they should go first, but both teams. So I guess.
It'd be Shamrocks because they're down.
Well, I mean,
He means for the betting.
yeah.
betting.
I'm just thinking of how would they do the betting, because obviously if Shamrocks,
we should both place our bets now, right?
yeah, but do you want to confer on the betting? Go ahead and confer on
Just
what
have
you're-
one player write it. Lucas,
Yeah.
we know we're betting.
Yeah.
We have
One
that.
player
yeah.
writes.
Do we know the
So-
category? Oh, wait. So what's the soundtrack? Never mind.
Yes,
Just-
it's scores and soundtracks.
Yeah.
Case, Alex, just go ahead and pick one of you who will want to take the betting process there.
You wanna? Shall I just write something down?
Yeah, you write something.
They're in a fascinating situation where they're betting.
Yeah.
All right.
We
Let's go
obviously
with
can't afford
5.
to stop
5,
matches.
4, 3, 2, 1. Case, what did you bet for your team?
Assume they're betting 2, so I'm definitely betting 2.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh,
Case
ballsy move.
Okay, so
We actually went 0. No, I'm kidding. It's 2.
yes.
If we put 0, then brilliant.
So the situation is, if both teams get their question correct, then the nuclear option will win. And if both teams, the only way that Silver Shamrocks can win this game is if they get their question correct and the nuclear option misses.
Wait,
and
did you?
Silver Shamrocks, what? Who? What?
No, never mind. Because they went there with their betting first. I thought we could change ours, but never mind.
No. Whatever you have written and you show us is what you got.
All right, we got this, baby.
Okay, but Silver Shamrocks will receive their question first from Tim.
All right, gentlemen, the Silver Shamrocks.
He has it marked on the side. You see that, right?
Yes,
Okay,
I
just
saw.
want to make sure.
Your question in scores and soundtracks, which you must get this to stay alive.
Thank you.
In Cars, what song is being played while Lightning McQueen and company are cruising in Radiator Springs while celebrating the new road and lights?
Wow.
My God. Cars, seriously?
It was. I'm sorry.
You have
You
one
know-
repeat left.
Yeah. We're just let's just use the full time. So, Lucas, I have a couple
Okay,
of
throw them back.
ideas.
Throw them out.
So,
5.
only 2 songs I know for sure are in it. I'm gonna use the repeat when we get to 1.
When you get to 1, just
Repeat,
automatically
repeat.
All right.
So it's either
Your
Life is a
last
Highway
repeat.
or Our Town are those 2 songs that I even know are in the movie.
Your
Life is a Highway
last
is
repeat.
Life
earlier.
is a Highway is
In
popping up for
cars.
some reason.
What song is being
That's
played
earlier on. Though, I
while
think.
Lightning McQueen
Yeah.
and company are cruising in Radiator Springs while celebrating the new lights and road?
Yeah, I think Life is a Highway is when they're in the truck going west
Yeah.
for like the next.
So I'm gonna say Our Town. Are you cool with that?
I am 100% cool with that, man.
Okay, let's go. Fuck it. Our Town. Final answer.
And your winners, Nuclear Option. The answer Tim was looking for. Tim, why don't you give it to him?
Your answer was Shaboom was the
By the
correct answer.
chords. Shaboom by the chords was the
Boom.
answer.
Wow.
Yes, a very doo-woppy song. Tim, that was a fantastic finish, and wow, it went all the way down to the wire. Both some point swings in the betting round there. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that one that was really. I think a lot of these team ones, they're doing a lot better in the round 3s than with single competitors, which we're not seeing so many TKOs or mathematical eliminations or whatever you want to call it to make yourself feel better. But yeah, these are going right down to the wire, and both the Silver Shamrocks and the Nuclear Option, or as Chris Clark, if he was here, would call it a Vomit Nation Part 2.
Please
Both
don't
of them,
let idiots' words appear in this.
yes, both of them very strong debuts here for teams, and I'd be scared to face both of these teams, Jim. So yeah, I think me and you, Jim, as separate teams of our own, we should really watch out for these two teams.
Actually, I can tell you, we might not have to because they might be in a completely separate group from ours. Because I know our teams of Kings of Winter and Ranger Force are indeed in the.
Jim, I'm talking about the future after the whole tournament.
Hey, if we're in a different group than them in the tournament, then we're not going to have to worry about them. We'll let everyone else beat up on them so that we can avoid them. But Tim, you gotta focus on getting past Jeremy and Sandy first before you gotta worry about anything else. Which I know that'll be difficult for you. So, do you want to get some words from the teams here?
Yeah, let's go to our post-match interviews. Ladies and gentlemen, TM Smith here with your post-match interviews. Let's go to our winners, the Grand Admiral, Case Cornelace, and the Mick Foley of online trivia, Alex Warden. He has so many names, I'm not going to pick one. So, guys, how you feeling after that win?
Well, I think this was to be expected. I mean, no disrespect to Paul and Lucas. They're very good competitors. They're a very good team. They gave us a good fight. But we knew this was going to happen. We knew that, like, the moment we teamed up, like, we're just going to go for the belt. And this is just the first round. Like, there's still a long road to that belt. We're going to get there at one point. So that's just how it happened. Alex,
I mean, credit where credit's due. Paul and Lucas did put up 21 points in this match. That's nothing to scoff at all, and these guys are definitely going to be a threat down the road. But we just tied the points record set by Arkham Knights in our first match. There's a reason we had the hype going into this tournament and going into this new Teams League. We're the real deal. Everyone knows it. We are gunning for those belts. And between us and Team 80s, you're damn sure that these belts are coming home to the Atomic Nation by the end of this tournament.
Now, I do have to ask, coming out of round 1, you guys both tied with 15 points apiece. Were any points, were you, like, sweating there, like kind of, maybe we don't have this could be a toss-up after that, or were you still heavily confident coming out of round 1, even though it was tied?
The second opponent's choice came up, my heart went into my throat a little bit, but then they picked Fast and Furious, and then I was like, oh, okay, they fucked themselves. They haven't watched my previous matches, so we're good.
Yeah. With this, I mean, now that you do move on into the tournament in your block and you want to get closer to that title, but if other teams are like this, throwing up this much competition, you think you can keep up with it, guys?
Totally.
Easily. I mean, to be fair, if we're honest here, this is a match that should have been further down the line. This should not have been a round one match because Paul and Lucas are actually really great competitors and way better than a whole lot of other teams that I see in this league that I'm like, really, are these guys even in this league? Do they even know what they're up against? So I'm not scared of anyone.
Tim, I can tell you they are indeed in our bracket, our pool of the Fandom Fights team tournament. And they will be playing the winner of Toon Squad and Arrowverse Champions. Arrowverse Champions made up of Eli McKagan and Zadius Smith, and Toon Squad, Harley Borch and Matt Beers. So they will play the winner of that match.
All right, gentlemen, how do you feel about playing the Arrowverse Champions in your next match?
Oh, I've got a score to settle with Eli, so I am looking forward to that one when it happens.
So it's either gonna be a TKO or a KO, but either way, that's just how it's gonna be.
Well, gentlemen, thank you. Hopefully you do just as well in your next round as you did in this one and can get closer to those titles. But I know there's going to be a lot of other teams gunning to take you down. But, guys, congratulations on your win, tying the points record. And with that, we go to our unfortunate losers, the ShamWows. Oh, yes.
Tim,
go ahead.
Before you do, I actually have to jump off the call. I have to go get ready and leave for work here. So we ran a little long. Thanks, everybody. Awesome match. Paul, I'll see you in a couple of weeks for our singles match. Everyone, have a good night.
Right.
All right. And I'll plug the usual stuff for Alex when we get to that point. But for the ShamWows, Shamrocks, whatever you want to say, a great team. You guys had a great effort today coming out of there. How you feeling after that close match? Coming down to the last question, like what's going through you guys' mind?
That was fucking brutal. We would have like TKO'd some of the other teams in this league, and of course we're round one against these guys. Look, we had a lead in round 3 against a team that I think is pretty stacked as far as fandom goes. So I don't know. I feel pretty good about myself. I don't know about how about you, Lucas?
I mean, it's never fun to lose, but we looked at our bracket at the beginning. We were like, man, we just drew the hardest draw in the entire bracket in round 1. If we can beat this team, we think we win the bracket. And unfortunately, we got scores and soundtracks a lot, and we got a lot more soundtracks than scores, which definitely hurt us. And also, if we clearly didn't make the right decision in round 2. I think we probably win if we switch that decision because then we can't get scores and soundtracks and they would have had them. So it's not fun to lose, but I think we played really, really, really well. We were I was worried about being down going into round 2 in this match, and we weren't. And we played them really tough, and we came back, and Rush from Russia with Love will haunt me. I can't believe I crossed out the wrong one when I was doing that, but. Yeah, I mean, they're a really, really talented team, and we knew they were going to be hard to beat. So I think it's a shame.
And all credit to them for my first ever loss in any online trade of any sort.
Yeah, and I mean, like I said, both of you guys played tremendously in round 1. You were shaky there at the start of round 2, but came back with 3 2-pointers in a row for the last 3. I mean, you guys kept it all the way close. Like what you said, Lucas, with getting a lot of scores and soundtracks, not so much one or the other, but for that,
if it was composer questions, we'd knock some composer questions out of the park.
Tim, and
yes,
as
Tim.
far as this tournament pool play goes, in Pool C is where the 0-1 second chance teams will come in, and one can only think that with 21 points in a loss that
I think we have 19 actually.
No, it's 21.
It's 21. You got 2 on the last.
We had 23 and then we lost 2.
Yeah, you lost 2. One can only think that with 21 points in a loss at 0-1, that they will be in high contention for one of those 0-1 spots from the losing teams, and will have a second chance in that Pool C.
Yes. I know also in that pool, Jim, we also have Afro Samurai, I do believe, in that pool.
They are a 0-1 team, and just for a quick comparison, the other 0-1 teams have scored 9, 12, and 3. So currently, they are the number 1 seed for the 0-1 teams.
I think we're going to remain the number 1 seed in that.
One can only think, but we'll see how it goes further down the line. And of course,
also one thing I do want to say is, This not over here. I can't wait to kick the shit out of Case in singles and destroy Alex in Warzone. This team is not. We're not done facing each other.
Paul is coming.
We'll
Paul is coming to take apart the team individually. Paul is coming to take apart individuals now.
Yes, and guys, you really did. You have a strong showing, minus maybe getting more questionable options instead of those that are strongest to you, which would declare if you guys would have got more stronger categories that you guys are more familiar with, it probably really would have been a different game. But I mean, you guys really still have a shot to come back, and who knows, it could be you guys facing off again for the championship. So we still might have that dreaded rematch. And much like you said, Paul, you still have a long future with the Warzone tournament to take out Alex to get some payback. And I know we'll see more of Lucas. Probably whenever we get around to the regular movies, we'll definitely see Lucas. But guys, it was a great match. I commend both of you for your performances. Paul, you can't win them all, but it happens. And that's it for the post-match interviews. Let's throw it back to Jim and Tim. All right. Yeah, it's very strong words by both of these teams. I really think, this is the best team match we've had so far. This could be up there for at the end of the year for the award show of match of the year. This is up there, Jim.
Indeed. It was a fantastic match. From just the back and forth and that last question, they just couldn't get it on that deep cut of shaboom from the chords.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I know that was Caleb, a fucking
it was.
I'm
not. We will not confirm or deny who wrote these questions, but it was a tough go on that last question. And like they said, they couldn't. Maybe if they would have switched up those that opponent's choice selection, they would have gotten something better that they could have maybe nuclear option scores a little less and they get a more favorable category for themselves, and we could be talking but whatever, but we will definitely see this team back in those second chance pool there. And then who knows, they can make that second chance run and then all the way to the title. So it'll be fun to see. It'll be fun to see what happens with both of these teams.
Yeah, we could easily see this as a rematch for the title, or who knows? Who knows what's going to happen with this team tournament and Fandom? I've seen miracles happen. I've seen Nico beating you by a score of 3-0. I've seen everything happen. And both of these teams, even just stat-wise, if you just want to go by that, my God, both of these teams, just incredible stats. And it's honestly, despite Jim, your team, and my team, I kind of hope this is a rematch for the title, because this was very entertaining to watch both of them just go back and forth question for question. But
you do have to that was a great match, and I think it'd be a great rematch, but standing in the way of everyone is Robert and brother Tim, so it's going to be a great tournament moving forward, and I'm just excited to see what happens.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't want to slouch on Robert or his brother Tim. And I think with that, we will close it up for this match of Fandom Fights Team Edition. Let's go down the line like we always do for shameless self-promotion that we all desperately crave. Starting with our losers today, Lucas and Paul. We'll start with Lucas. Where can they find you, good sir?
You can find me on Letterboxd, Twitter, and Facebook under my name, Lucas Schilbach, and you'll find me there probably trying to memorize every stupid fucking song they put in a shitty geek movie the next 10 years.
All right.
Fucking Cars movies.
And Paul.
Yeah, you can find me on Letterboxd and Facebook at my name, Paul Yama. That's Obama with a Y instead of a B. You can catch me on any trivia league across the internet, destroying anyone else that I've ever played. Especially here on Multiplex. You can find me destroying Alex, who somehow bribed his way back into the tournament. but I'm not really worried. He lost to Eli. Eli's a bum, so Alex even more of a bum. I'll dunk on him in the next round. I'll see Case in Fandom singles, and yeah, just find me kicking the shit out of people.
All right. And even though one half of them had to leave to go to work, the other half of our winners tonight, Case Cornelius, where can they find you, good sir?
Well, they can find me and Alex, actually, over at the Worldwide Movie Games Network. He hosts Full Metal Trivia on there, and I host Worldwide Movie Trivia there, where Paul is actually part of our team champs. So that's how he's been there. And soon to be singles. And you can find me at Dutch Movie Guy on Twitter.
All right. And for my co-host, that was Jim Green. I'm No, go ahead, Jim.
You can find me co-hosting basically any match where people in multiplex that doesn't include Jake and Jess's stuff, because they always seem to be available. And you can find me running the TV stuff. So yeah, it's great. And I have a match coming up that definitely has not been spoiled at all. In Case's League, it's a team match, and it should be airing sometime in the next few weeks, and it's awesome. Yes, and I will be Brooklyn heads up tournament thing. I will be playing in that with Paul, and we will both be losing to Matthew Rosa in that, so that'll be fun as well. Catch all of that fun stuff, and yeah, I'm done. That's it.
That's why I like Nico, because it's a lot less that I have to promote, because he just runs down the spiel. But here we go. You can find us all here on Multiplex Entertainment, on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter at Multiplex YT, on tie-in there with YouTube, Two Birds, One Stone, on Instagram at Multiplex Entertainment Network. Of course, to support these great players, buy their merch on TeePublic. Support our starving artists. And, of course, support these guys over at Worldwide Movie Games. Support these guys with their letterboxes. Let's support this whole community. Bring it all together as one big fan grouping as we can. And as you've seen on there, the sports shout-out, if you want in sports, put your name down there. I will put you in the list, get you a match. So far, we have 2 months booked up of matches for sports trivia, which is going to be good to see how it goes from the rest of this year into next year. It's going to be very exciting for that. And, of course, with TV and all the stuff, Jim is doing extra to make my life hell. Thank you. And, of course, movies and, of course, Fandom. So with all of that, I am TM Smith.
Tim, one last thing. Speaking of supporting the community, just the one last thing coming up. We all know he's coming. If you're watching this video, please, however you can, support the Cobra when he debuts in the actual movie trivia schmodown. Chance Ellison coming soon. Mike Kalinowski and himself are going to destroy the Anarchy tournament. Yeah, all that good stuff. Tim, finish off what you were saying. Sorry about that.
It's the Titan. Fuck the Cobra. It's the Titan. Damn it. And as we were continuing, our winners, even though one half of them is gone, we do have the Case Cornelius half. He is right there, the Grand Admiral. We have Prime Time, just so he stops hitting me, Paul Oyama, and Lucas Schilbach. So for all of us, good night, God bless, and we'll see you.